Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over something that I have had several requests for on my live streams, and that is like when you get into the beta, when you get a key or whenever you start your stuff, when the live comes out, depending on what things change, what is the good way that I go 1 to 15, 15 to 30 and on, up to 50. And today I wanted to talk about my favorite route of 1 to 15 and why I stay in some of these areas even longer than normal on Legends. So, starting off here, I went ahead and started off with my SK Bard Wizard only for the fact that I can bounce around super fast. But I absolutely love leveling in Akanon, or Steamfont Mountains, is right next to Akanon. And the reason being is that you've got a vendor right here at the Druid Rings, and this is all right outside of Akanon. You literally walk out, go to the left, and then boom, you're right here. Very easily accessible with a wizard port over to Greater Fey. Quick little run through Lesser Fate Arc, and bam, you're right here. So starting off, you'll level up 1 to about 3 or 4 in the little cavern here. And you've got some mountain lions, you've got clockworks, you've got spotters, you've got kobold runts, rats, maybe some decaying skeletons, a couple coyotes, that kind of stuff. And all these things are going to get you really good EXP for the level. And again, you're right next to a vendor over here, so if you need to buy anything from the vendor, I think they've got food and water and things like that. Oh, well, I guess not. And then of course you can run anything over you need to the guards over here. Now, the main reason I love this part, because all newbie areas are pretty much the same. You've got newbie, newbie little things all over the place. But the reason why I love Steamfont so much is right here, right in the newbie area. You've also got these kobold camps. You've got 1, 2, and 3. 3 kobold camps. Typically, by the time that you make your rounds, the first one is going to be spawning again. So I usually get to about level 5 or level 6 right over here in Steamfont Mountains. And the reason why I do that is the absolute small area that you have to be in. And you can still get some great EXP. Now, heading this way on the map, you're going to see up here in the corner, there's going to be some Minotaurs. And these Minotaurs are typically level 8 or 9. But they do drop the Minotaur Axe. So if you're starting out and you're wanting a pretty decent weapon, then the Minotaur Axe can be there for you as well. So next up, and this is kind of going to be a fan favorite, I'm sure, but about level 5 or 6, I head over to Crushbone. And I'm going to show you guys why you need to stay in Crushbone longer on EQ Legends than you would ever want to stay in Crushbone anywhere else. And I have gone and done Blackburrow, and I've tried a couple of the other newbie areas as well, and I have not found anything that that is good gear-wise, like just all in one area, as I have in Crushbone. And I'm going to explain all that as soon as we get there. So if you are a new player to EverQuest and EQ Legends is bringing you into the mix, then in order to get to Crushbone, if you are not like a Wood Elf or you start on Fader, then you're going to just want to get a quick port over to either the Wizard Spires, or a Druid can port you over to the Druid Rings in Steamfont. And then you'll just make your way up here. With the maps, everything makes it a lot easier. So all the way up here to the north of the zone, you'll find, and the reason I'm walking this way, which you may not have to depending on the race of your character, Ixar is hated by everybody, so I don't want to walk right underneath the town and end up having to like train a whole bunch of Wood Elf guards. So I just kind of walk around the town, and then we'll go into Clan Crushbone. And you're going to see why I absolutely love Crushbone so much more on EQ Legends than I ever had before. So we're going to give you a quick tour here of Crushbone, and then I'm going to swap this thing over to difficulty 4 just to give you an idea of why I'm telling you that you're going to want to stay here longer than you did on like standard. So going in, if you're level 5 or level 6, you're going to go in here and you can fight all of these orcs right here, all of these orcs over here, and obviously in the main area right here, this is going to be where I would stick to. Once you hit about level 7 or 8, you come down here because you can run into some legionnaires. There's some slavers in here, and there's some slavers in here. And then going around, at this point, it kind of just makes your loop a little bit bigger that you're able to, you know, comfortably handle. Then once you get to about level 8 to 10, depending on your class makeup, but I'm pretty sure here you'll be just fine. You'll be able to head over to the castle wall, kill the slavers that are over here, as well as the taskmaster. And then once you get to about level 10 to 12, you can roll up into the actual castle itself, post up in here in this room, and just wait until you're strong enough to go up and kill Emperor Crush himself. So let's roll over to difficulty 4. Looks like there's no one in it, so it's going to be just us. Perfection. So first thing we're going to want to do is look at this. The reason you're here is for a couple of different items, and these items are very important starting off, okay? So the items you're going to be looking for are the belt. There is a shield that drops up here on the hill here. Now, this is a plus 5 AC belt. It's actually pretty strong for what it is. So, let's see. We didn't get the belt or the shield on that one. That's okay, though. We'll go ahead and get everybody rounded up. And then we'll do the same thing in the castle. Because the biggest thing we're wanting to do right now is we're wanting to show you guys the Legionnaire bracers, the Legionnaire shoulder pads. There is a Warlord that spawns that will drop a really nice strength wristband as well. There's just a whole lot of different items that you're going to be able to get in here that with the proper merging, you're going to see a pretty large increase in their overall power. Alright, so we did the whole throne room and came up here and killed Crush. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to loot the shoulder pads, the wrist pads, or the wrist bracers, and of course the rawhide and all the other stuff we're going to get as well, but we're not going to go ahead and we're not going to focus on that right now. So at +4, you've got 7 AC on your bracers, 5 AC on your belt, and 5 AC on your shoulder pads. So one run through there, and we were able to get these to +6. So now they're 9 AC, 7 AC on the belt, and 6 AC at +5 on the shoulder pads. So let's go ahead and cut to we're going to run around and just kill some stuff real fast, and then we're going to come back. All right, so basically 2 run-throughs of Crushbone. 2 run-throughs, pretty quick. Crushbone belt plus 7, AC 8. Crushbone or Legionnaires bracers plus 7, AC 10, and Crushbone shoulder pads plus 6, AC 7. These are going to be huge in the initial game. As you can see, one of my stuff that I'm wearing right now has less AC than the Legionnaires bracer does. I just like it for the stats. But yeah, my Umbral plate mail bracer from Sky, or not from Sky, from the Plains of Hate, or no, this was Fear, is AC 12, and this is AC 10. A lot of the stuff you can get from here, you can use for like 20 levels, which is really, really nice, and it drops so prevalent here off of the Legionnaires and the Orc Centurions and things like that. You can run through here with a couple of friends that you make on 4, clear the zone a couple of times, and you are going to have several different pieces of really good gear. And with the independent looting, you don't have to share that with any of your friends. So I definitely recommend hitting over to Crushbone, if nothing else, for a couple of levels, just to make sure that you take advantage of the belt, the shoulder pads, and 2 different wristbands for you and your buddies if you're going to be leveling up. So yeah, that is my my first vid here on what to do 1 to 15. Now, granted, at level 10, you're going to get your 3rd class, so it changes a lot of the dynamic of difficulty. So things should be quite a bit easier for you at that point as well. So I don't think coming into like level or difficulty 4 Crushbone should be all that crazy at this level for, you know, you and a couple of buddies. So I will be trying to work on a video for like 15 through 25, 25 through 40, 40 through 50, that kind of stuff here in the future. And of course, if anything changes with the beta and how things are going to go, because I know that they are going to be doing some dungeon revamps like they've done on Befallen, and we'll look into that as well. So, but typically the stuff itself, like difficulty levels itself, is going to stay the same. It just may change the gear drops and things like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.